It is astounding. I look up here at this time when I talk, or megabytes. Megabytes! Isn't that about one of the dumbest terms you've ever heard in your life? That reminds me of same-sex or illegal immigrant. Or what's another one they use? Asinine thing you ever heard. Somebody talked about the other day. No, a man told me he made fun of a term the other day. Wish I could come back to my thoughts. Darn it. The terms humans run under are impossible to take place. And you have to play dumb because you're running under these, and it's like they were a headline out of a paper a long time ago. Are the headlines accurate in the paper? Are they? I called the lady that writes headlines. She's the head of that department. She says, we don't mislead you on purpose. I said, I think that's true. I really do. Because Jesus was talking about those when he said, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. Those were the headline writers, not those driving the nails in his hands. Those driving the nails in his hands knew full well what they were doing. It's the headline writers that don't. Those carrying out the misdeeds of misunderstanding really are held liable for what they do. Ask Mr. Mubarak. Ask Adolf Hitler. Ask anybody who you have jaded their reputation beyond silt. Ask Lucifer. Another one that misunderstood the headline. Or the headline misunderstood and drove Lucifer the wrong direction. And he didn't stop and back up farther than the misunderstanding of the headline. Why will you always be asked? Would you take off after the influence of an idiot? Why? You're always asked. Want a bat? And you have a little mechanism called a conscience that will never, ever let anyone out of that question, especially when the right human asks it and you're in the right position. You can't get out of it any longer. You have to face that question. Why were you an idiot? And live your life in a non-mutual way. You're examined under one evaluation. Mutual. And you're not allowed out of it for any reason, shape, or form. Shape or form. Reason. You're created very generous and wonderful and devotional. You're a prized, adorable contraption of contribution with two hands to a very mutual situation called human, an anatomy that's mammal. And you're priceless. Why did you fail that? And you can't use Jesus' blood to get out of the answer. At all! He will demand that answer more than any God ever hoped to. More than any creator. Humans demand more out of each other than anything that built them. And they can't get out of it. Now they give more than any God that ever showed up. Humans, when they put themselves together in absolute immunity and a cosmos, they are adorable, priceless contraptions with a DNA that is so extensive it makes the cosmos look like a mud puddle. Want to bet? Your DNA is available in many frequencies other than you find yourself now. It will ship you lots of places. Want to bet? All kinds of shapes. Wow. What you can do with your DNA compared to the stupidity of the place you find it in is staggering. That's you. And you'll be asked why you screwed that up. Want to bet? And at least you can have a confession you did. Because you're in such an adorable place that doesn't even give you the brains to appreciate how appreciable the place you're in is. And you will never understand how appreciable this place is. Will ya? No, you don't have it. And you have to understand that and say something about that. Now! That'll take the pants down where they belong. Because wearing pants has sure got everybody madder than hell. They need to drop their britches. Get embarrassed. That's for sure. I forgot where they come from. Something embarrassing! We need to get the walls out inside the house so you can see how embarrassing it is to get here. Want a bat? Did you get embarrassed? I'd like to embarrass you. Your temper and the way you carry it out in the sneakiest, scummiest ways to accuracy and honesty and generosity that is possible. No! K-N-O-W.